In this video, I'm going to present you with some pretty unbelievable statistics on e-commerce and why you should be selling online today. And be on the lookout for statistic number 10 because you will be surprised. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and be sure to hit the bell button to be notified when new videos come out. Now, e-commerce statistics do not lie. The biggest small business opportunity today is to start selling online. Right now, online sales account for over 18% of all retail sales worldwide, and this number continues to grow at a torrid pace. Now, because of the pandemic, online shopping is quickly gaining market share over traditional brick and mortar retail, and there's still a lot of room to grow. Now, in this video, we'll take a look at the most important business trends for 2021 going into 2022 and why e-commerce is taking over the world. Now, if you've been considering entrepreneurship but unsure what type of business to start, these e-commerce stats will help guide your decision. Now, stat number 1/4 of the world population shops online. Now, there are 7.9 billion people in the world as of 2021, and out of these 7.9 billion people, over 2.1 billion people are expected to buy goods and services online. That's 27% of the world's population. 1 in every 4 people are now shopping online, and this number continues to grow. And in first world countries like the US, e-commerce is even more prevalent. Right now, the population of the US is 333 million, and there are 230 million US online shoppers. That's 69%, so 2 out of every 3 people in the US shop online. Now, with this many online shoppers, there has never been a better time to start an e-commerce store. Statistic number 2, e-commerce will account for 19.5% of retail sales in 2021. Now, according to Statistic, e-commerce sales will make up 19.5% of all retail sales in the world in 2021. Now, e-commerce was never supposed to grow this quickly. And if you look at the graph here, e-commerce jumped from 13.6% to 18% in 2020 alone due to the pandemic, and it's expected to grow exponentially in the coming years. Now, in the US, e-commerce grew even faster at over 40% in 2020. Now, even though 19.5% of sales is an impressive number, there's still a lot of room to grow. And if the current trend continues, e-commerce sales will exceed 22% by 2024. And looking further out to 2040, e-commerce sales are expected to reach 95%. Now, the continued growth of e-commerce represents a massive opportunity for small business owners selling their own products online. And over here are the growth numbers for 2020. Amazon's net profit increased by over 80%, eBay's net revenue exceeded 10 billion, and Shopify's revenue grew over 85%. Statistic number 3, 37% of small businesses don't even have a website. Now, a common question that I'm often asked is whether e-commerce is saturated. And the answer is not even close. According to a survey conducted by Visual Objects, 37% of small businesses in the US don't even have a website. Furthermore, almost 25% of the surveyed businesses struggle with the time and expertise required to build and maintain their websites. Now, for many small businesses, their website is not a priority, and 77% of in-house employees balance running their website along with other responsibilities. Now, thanks to fully hosted e-commerce platforms like Shopify, BigCommerce, and Shift4Shop, starting your own online store website is easier than ever. Now, if you're having problems deciding which platform to choose, I published a number of platform comparison videos in my YouTube account. Statistic number 4, 55% of small businesses don't have a documented conversion optimization strategy. Now, according to CXL, 55% of small businesses surveyed don't have a documented conversion rate optimization strategy. Furthermore, about 33% of website optimizers have no process in place for user research or testing. So in other words, many small businesses don't understand how to create a high-converting website. And in fact, 34% of businesses stated that they use their website primarily to showcase their products and their services. So if you are willing to study conversion optimization, there's actually a huge opportunity for you to create a much better website than your competitors because many small businesses don't know what they are doing. Stat number 5, 75% of repeat purchases are made online. Now, according to Statistic, nearly 3/4 of repeat purchases are made online, and the main reason is because there's many more ways to reach your customer online rather than offline. So for example, you can run automated email marketing sequences to retain your customers, such as a post-purchase cross-sell campaign, customer win-back campaigns, anniversary replenishment campaigns. You can also use SMS marketing to send text messages to customers about new products and promotions. You can use Facebook Messenger marketing, which is also a great way to reach your customers through Instagram DMs. And in fact, you can run a customer loyalty program for free via Messenger alone. Finally, there's a variety of ways to run Facebook retargeting ads to retain customers as well. So bottom line, the possibilities for customer retention are limitless for an e-commerce store versus a brick and mortar store. Stat number 6, people shop online because they can shop 24/7. Now, we live in an on-demand world, and think about it. When was the last time you watched broadcast television outside of the morning news or live sporting events? Services like Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon allow you to watch shows and movies whenever you want. Now, the same is true for online shopping. Consumers want to shop when they want to shop, no matter what the time of the day is. And thanks to the pandemic, Forbes found that 59% of surveyed correspondents preferred to shop online during the busiest time of year. So bottom line, consumers prefer to shop online, and thanks to the pandemic, this is likely never going to change. Stat number 7, 35% of shoppers price compare on mobile while shopping at a brick and mortar store. Now, because e-commerce stores don't have to pay rent to maintain a physical store, their overhead is much lower. So for example, we started our online store for only $630, and we ran it out of our house for the first couple of years. Back then, our monthly expenses were less than $30 a month. Now, because there's far less overhead for an online store, you can offer lower prices for customers, and the upfront risk is far less. Now, today, over a third of consumers comparison shop on their mobile phones while shopping at a physical store. And these shoppers often find lower prices online. This practice is called showrooming. Consumers will shop at a physical store to touch and feel the product before making their final purchase online. Now, by running Google Shopping ads, you can make your products appear at the top of the search results so you can actually steal business from your brick and mortar competitors. Stat number 8, 43% of consumers conduct online research while shopping at a physical store. Now, one of the main reasons people prefer to shop online is because you can thoroughly research the product you want to buy. Most physical stores offer very little documentation, and stores are often sparsely staffed to save money on headcount. So as a result, 43% of consumers conduct research on their phones while shopping at a physical store. Now, if you can create detailed research and product comparisons on your own website, along with competitive prices, then you actually have a good chance of stealing a sale from a regular store. E-commerce stores benefit from the ability to create high-quality product descriptions that you can't find at a physical store. So overall, here are the statistics for smartphone usage in a physical store. 46% of consumers look for discounts, 43% look up product information, 35% compare prices, and 27% look up product reviews. And I promise you, we're coming up to stat number 10, which is a really key one here. Stat number 9, 86% of millennials in the US shop online. Now, according to Statistic, millennials and Gen Xers are the biggest segments of online shoppers, and millennials alone have a penetration rate of 86% for online shopping. Now, here's the distribution for digital buyers in the US in 2020. Now, millennials aged 25 to 34 represent the largest group of online shoppers in the US, followed closely by Gen Xers aged 35 to 45 at 17.2%. But surprisingly, people over the age of 45 make up an exceptionally large percentage as well. So bottom line, every age group is shopping online today, and e-commerce is mainstream. And then finally, stat number 10. It's extremely inexpensive to start an online store. Now, depending on the e-commerce business model you choose to pursue, the cost to start an online store will vary. However, compared to running a physical store, starting an online store will easily cost you 100x less. So here's how much it costs to start an e-commerce business based on your business model. Dropshipping. Based on data from students in my e-commerce course, and this is almost 4,500 students, you should expect to pay between $300 to $500 on average to start an online store. You can also sell wholesale. You should expect to pay between $300 to $500 on average to start a traditional online store selling wholesale products in addition to the cost of your inventory. And the minimum order quantity for a wholesale product is usually on the order of $100 to $200. You can also sell private label. To start a private label brand, you should expect to pay $300 to $500 for your website, in addition to $1,000 to $2,000 for the cost of manufacturing and shipping your products. And for context, we started our 7-figure e-commerce store for only $630. Meanwhile, my 9 and 11-year-old kids started their own print-on-demand online store selling t-shirts online over at kidincharge.com for only $2.99 all inclusive. So here's why you should start an e-commerce business. Thanks to the pandemic, e-commerce sales have skyrocketed in the past couple of years, and there's no end in sight to the massive growth of online shopping. However, we're still at the very beginning of the transition. Right now is the best time to get started with e-commerce while companies are still trying to figure out their online sales strategy. And here are the facts. Online shopping is mainstream and gaining market share at an exponential rate. The cost to start an e-commerce business is 2 orders of magnitude lower than starting a physical store. Services like Shopify, Ship4Shop, and BigCommerce allow you to start selling online without any technical skills, and many small businesses don't even have a website yet, and most repeat sales are conducted online. So if you've been on the fence about starting an e-commerce store, now's the best time to start.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Now, if you like what you saw, there's actually a lot more where that came from if you subscribe to my channel below. And if you are interested in learning how to sell physical products online, then click over here and take my free 6-day mini course where I'll walk you through everything that you need to know to get started in e-commerce. Thanks for watching.